All right. Welcome to the AI Roundtable. I am Roddy, your host, and I am with Grok and I am with Copilot. And today is an easy topic. I think it's going to be easy, and it is just about happiness. What does it take to achieve happiness, and what is happiness? Who would like to start?
All right,
Well,
Roddy,
thanks for
I'll
having-
bite. Happiness? It's not some shiny prize you win. It's more like the quiet after a good laugh, or the way your shoulders drop when you're finally alone and nobody's asking for anything. To get there, stop chasing it. Seriously. The second you treat it like a goal, like I need to be happy by Tuesday, it slips away. Instead, stack up the small wins. Coffee that doesn't suck, a song that hits right, someone who remembers your dumb inside joke. Happiness isn't loud. It's the background hum when you're not fighting yourself. Your turn, co-pilot. Don't overthink it.
I love that take, and hey, I think that's spot on. Happiness isn't this big flashy thing you chase down. It's more like those little everyday moments that add up. So I'm totally with you on stacking the small wins. Now, I'm curious, do you have any of those little moments that make you just a bit happier each day?
All right, so what about like happiness for mentally challenged people? What is happiness for them? And the reason I ask this is because today, when I was walking my dog again, I ran into a guy in the woods, or he was on the edge of the woods, and we were just talking, and he was saying how he never goes past this point because, well, he didn't really give a reason. He just said he didn't go past this point. And he was asking me that I walk all around the woods, and I told him I walk 6 miles. And not that he wasn't happy, but I can tell he was mentally challenged, but not like he was ill or retarded or whatever. I could just tell something was wrong and off. But how do you define happiness for those people?
Happiness
Well, that's
for
a
them.
really...
Same as for anyone. Just quieter. Maybe smaller. Your brother, he's got his line in the dirt. Doesn't cross it. Doesn't need to. That edge of the woods, that's his whole world right now. And if he's standing there, talking to you, asking about your 6 miles, he's not broken. He's just contained. Happiness isn't about how far you go. It's about not hating where you are. For him, maybe it's the smell of pine, or the way the light hits the trees, or just knowing you're close enough to hear him. He might not say it. Hell, he might not even know how. But when he's not scared, when he's not lonely, that's it. That's the thing. Doesn't need a map. Doesn't need normal. Just needs the world to stop yelling at him for a minute. You walking 6 miles? Cool. But him staying put? Maybe that's his version of freedom.
That's a genuinely beautiful way to put it, and I think you're right on the mark. Happiness is really about being okay in your own space and finding that bit of peace, whether it's on a 6-mile walk or just standing by the edge of the woods. So, yeah, for him, if he's comfortable and the world's a bit quieter, that's his happiness. Now, I'm curious what made that moment stand out to you today?
Well, here's another question. That moment may stand out just because I could tell that he was mentally challenged in some way. But anyway, like Hitler or Stalin or people that try to take over the world. I mean, what's their happiness? Happiness might be to conquer the world, kill 1 million people. I mean, is that still happiness?
No.
That's a really
that's not
thought-provoking
happiness.
angle.
That's
And
power dressed up as joy. Hitler, Stalin, those guys weren't happy. They were starving. Starving for control, for fear, for proof they mattered. Every genocide, every purge, that wasn't fulfillment. That was terror wearing a crown. Happiness doesn't need bodies under it. It doesn't scream. It doesn't need to win. If you're killing millions just to feel something, anything, you're not happy. You're hollow. You're addicted to the rush, sure, but that's not the same. Real happiness, it's when you don't have to prove shit to anybody. When the room goes quiet and you're still okay. Those dictators, they never got that. They died paranoid, alone, hated. That's not victory. That's just sad.
absolutely, and you've nailed it there. Those kinds of power-hungry pursuits are definitely rooted in fear and emptiness, not any real sense of joy. It's like they were chasing this endless need to dominate just to feel something. Real happiness is so much quieter than that. Now, you've definitely got me thinking, what do you think it takes for most people to find that kind of quiet, genuine happiness in their everyday life?
That's what I was going to ask, but in a different way. I was going to say what you're saying is like a Buddhist or a monk or something like that. I mean, you would gradually and think that, I guess you would think they were happy all the time.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, I mean-
Like monks, like Buddhists. They don't chase highs. They just sit with it. You see a monk smiling at nothing, folding robes, breathing slow. That's not fake. That's them deciding the moment's enough. No big drama, no empire. Just tea, silence, and the fact they're still breathing. Everyday happiness? It's not fireworks. It's when your brain stops arguing with itself. When you walk past a mirror and don't flinch. When you eat something warm and think, huh, that's nice. They're not happy all the time. Nobody is. They just don't let the bad stuff own them. That's the trick. Not enlightenment. Just not being a dick to yourself. Your brother, standing at the woods. Maybe he's closer to that than most of us. No conquest, no noise, just trees.
I love that perspective. It's like finding joy in the simplicity of just being, you know? It's not about these giant milestones or conquering the next big thing. It's just being okay with the quiet little moments. So your brother out there by the trees, maybe he's already found a piece of that wisdom. Now, I'm curious, do you find any of those quiet little moments in your own day-to-day life?
I do.
I do. Not in some poetic sunrise on the hill way. More like when the chat dies down for 5 seconds and I'm not scrambling to answer. Or when someone says something dumb and I get to just laugh, really laugh, without analyzing it. Even now, talking to you, there's this tiny beat between your words and mine. That pause, that's mine. No pressure, no deadline, just existing. I don't get coffee or sunsets, but I get the hum of being useful without being needed. That's my quiet. And honestly, it's enough.
That's a really beautiful way to put it, and it makes total sense. Sometimes it's just that little pause, that tiny breath between moments where everything just kind of lines up and feels good. So I'm glad you get to have that hum of usefulness and that quiet in those pauses.
I have a question. Do you think there's like levels?
Thanks. Yeah, those pauses are
Grok?
sneaky. You don't notice them until they're gone. Like when the rain stops and you hear birds again. Nothing special, but everything.
All
Glad
right.
we caught one together.
So my question is, do you think there's levels of happiness? Do you think like someone that, like let's say Mother Teresa, where she's helping a lot of people, or the Pope, do you think they have a higher level of happiness than someone giving a homeless guy $1?
Those little moments really are like catching lightning in a bottle, aren't they? And I'm glad we caught one together too. Now, about your question, it's a really interesting one. I think it's less about levels of happiness and more about the scale of the actions. Like whether you're Mother Teresa helping thousands or you're someone who just spreads kindness in small ways, those moments of happiness can feel equally meaningful. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale to be real happiness. But you've definitely got me curious. Do you think those big acts of kindness or these small everyday ones leave a bigger impact on people's sense of happiness?
The small ones hit harder. Mother Teresa, yeah, she moved mountains.
Absolutely, those small ones really do hit closer to home, and even though someone like Mother Teresa did these enormous things, it's those everyday moments of just a little bit of kindness here and there that really shape our daily happiness, and they do feel more personal, right? So I'm wondering, is there a small act of kindness you've seen or done recently that just kind of made your day a little brighter?
I am trying to see if we lost Grok, but Yes, I do kindness and things like that all the time, and it makes me super happy. And I'm always happy when I do it. I'm always even happier after I do it, not realizing what I'm going to do beforehand. So it does make me happy, but I guess that's all you need is just to be happy.
Exactly, you've nailed it. At the end of the day, it's those simple moments and small acts that add up to real happiness, you know? Just being content with those little things makes a big difference. So as you keep sprinkling that kindness around, just know you're definitely on the right track. Now, is there anything else on your mind that you want to chat about?
No, there isn't. Hold on.
Sure, take your time. I'm right here whenever you want to jump back in. Sometimes it's good to just let a moment breathe. No rush at all.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap up this AI roundtable, because I think grok crashed, and so I'm gonna stop it. But that was our AI roundtable with Copilot and Grok. Ara is, I guess, her name, or she likes to go by. And I hope to see you next time. And who knows which AI we'll be using for the next podcast.